it's actually, from the perspective of irrationality, it's actually very hard for people to reach agreement. If you accept the idea that my reality is different than your reality, how do we fight about the facts? The facts are not something out there, the fact is what we're experiencing. So I think about, from an Israeli's perspective, is will I ever be able to watch an event, a bomb, a terrorist activity, assassination, anything, and would I truly be able to view it from the same perspective as a Palestinian? And my conclusion is that we wouldn't. Let me give you a very trivial experiment that kind of illustrates this. So we give people 2 glasses of beers to try. One is a regular beer and one is beer with balsamic vinegar, which we call the MIT brew. And people taste both of those and we say, which one do you like more? Which one do you want a full glass of? It turns out that in this condition, the beer with the balsamic vinegar tastes better to most people. So most people go for it. Okay? That's just the objective reality. Now what happens if we introduce preconception? What happens if we tell people, this is regular beer, this is beer with balsamic vinegar, drink it. Drink as much as you want, and then tell us which one you want. What will happen? Will the preconceptions overwhelm the experience? The answer is yes. Under those conditions, it doesn't matter how much beer people drink. They hate the one with the balsamic vinegar. What's happening here is when you expect something to be terrible, your mouth is actually tasting it as terrible. Again, our expectation changes our physiology. We see something different. You know, it's something that every sport fan always sees, right? It's always the referee is against your sport team. And if somebody else is sitting in the room and they are a fan of a different sports team, they will see the referee doing the opposite. Now, if you take this seriously, what does it mean for 2 parties, Israeli, Palestinian, whatever it is, sitting together on a table and trying to negotiate? It means that the reality they're going to negotiate about is going to be colored very differently for each of them. In fact, so much that it's going to be impossible to bridge that. So what's my solution? My solution is that we can't overcome that. We can't overcome the power of expectations or an experience. But if we recognize it and we admit it, we might be willing to accept that a third party should make more decisions. And in fact, instead of arguing about who was right and who was wrong, saying we understand we're biased, therefore we're going to give it to a third party to make a decision for us. So the moment they take hold, there's no way back. So if you think about emotions, if I sit now here and I think about the future, I create a situation where I would not be tempted. For example, I usually try not to eat dessert at restaurants, but when the waiter comes with a dessert tray, I've always fallen into temptation. Now, if I right now go to a restaurant and I say to the waiter, don't show me the dessert tray, I can overcome emotion. But it's a trick around emotion. If he comes anyway with a dessert tray, it's going to be very, very hard to overcome it.